Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Unqualified Review, where I am your host, Shawn is on, and I am here with my co-host, Mel Buell,
Hello, hello. Welcome back.
and we are here reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 17, Episode 13?
13,
13? There are
probably.
a lot of episodes this season.
Yeah, not me thinking this was the last episode before the finale, by the way. Is that a
She got
spoiler?
you.
I don't know if it's a spoiler. Did people think that this was the last episode, or was I just misinformed? I
Do you-
thought, I thought we're going. I won't say any more. I'm gonna spoil accidentally.
I don't know because I didn't get like the set list. Like, do you think people is there like a PR list where people ahead of the season get like the list of the amount of episodes that are gonna go out? Because I didn't get that. Should we have gotten
Oh
that?
no. I mean,
RuPaul,
people
get
have
me.
spoilers. There's like
True.
R slash RuPaul's Drag Race spoilers. I don't know if that's real or not. I've never actually
I think it
seen it
is
before, but
real.
in quotations, okay.
Well, it's as real as anything. It's as real as oh, I was gonna say something that was absolutely gonna get me shot,
Oh.
but I don't want to be shot, so we're gonna move on.
We're
The
gonna move
one
on.
where and you'll never know the one community I'm not gonna talk shit about, and you'll never know that. We are on today's episode, and we were just coming off the heels of sending Lana home. Can you believe?
I can believe.
At the
The
end of the
third
day,
time in the bottom, fourth time, I don't know.
at the
It was her
end of the
time.
day, all you can do
And
is laugh.
you know what? This is Live Laugh Lana. This is a new thing for her going home. And
She's
I
never
respect
done that before.
it. I know. So good for her. And flowers to Onya and Lexi for the double win last week.
And a
Awesome job.
big hater is my hair this episode. It is wet.
That's
I'm
fine. My hair's also wet. You guys can't see, but I also got out of the shower recently. So it's just a wet.
yes.
It's just a wet look. That's what it is.
It's me, you, and Garth Paul in the bottom over there. We're all rocking the wet look. So the girls come together to do this week's mini. Oh, how do you feel about the look?
I think I've said it before. She looks like a picnic blanket.
A tartan
Actually,
print.
no, no. This takes me back to like elementary school when people would wear out flannels a lot. Like they'd specifically wear like this plaid with like gray sweatpants, or they'd like get jean shorts and then tie this around their waist with like a crop top.
Stop reading. No, too much. Not 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 too
Too
much.
much.
Not too much. Too much.
I
Too
mean, like
much.
that's kind of what it gives me. And
No,
I
because
don't
I
like
was
the
both of them.
pattern.
Because I was both of them. Because I was both of them.
Yeah, those were dark days. That's the energy I have looking at
And
this.
like Florence and the Machine says, the dog days are over. We
Yeah,
have
it's
to.
too much. Send it back.
It's too much. And if you're Canadian and love a Smokey's Poutineery or a Smokes Poutineery reference, very Smokes Poutineery.
That's true. You know, 2016 was the last good year. So props to you, RuPaul, for repping that.
With this
I think
look.
the world must have ended then.
hmm
Been shit ever since.
You think like the Mayan calendar, it wasn't 2012. We read it wrong. It was actually 2016.
Yeah, life has been going to shit ever since. It's been insane.
I. You want to. Can I tell you about the meme that I'm despised with right now?
What what meme?
The like when you're stunned speech for a second because you have to think of the next word, and like you say the next word without stuttering, and then a bitch we all know will say he successfully did the skill check.
A skill check.
He did the skill check successfully.
Cute.
It's so funny. We have to move on. The mini challenge for today's episode is our favorite one, where you pull
Still.
out palettes with the sign. RuPaul asks you a dumb question, and you have to answer with who you think it is by pulling up the palette with their face on it. And if you guess with the majority, you get points.
Yeah. Spill the tea. Tea not as in a teacup, but just the letter T. for some reason.
Tea?
Is that how it usually is?
That it's like a tea. What do you mean?
Like the phrase "spill the tea." Is it spill the letter T, or is it spill the tea as in like teacup? Because I've always thought it was the teacup, like you're spilling the tea, but
You're spilling the tea that's in the teacup.
yeah.
The
But
teacup is
they
like your mouth, and the tea is like the juicy drama that comes out.
Yeah, but RuPaul or the graphic was spill the letter T. So what were they doing?
And archaeologists will never know. Like, this episode will be found
Lost
on
time.
VHS. Lost to time the meaning of this episode. Hieroglyphics could not decipher. Decipher? We gotta move on.
Decipher.
Were any of these questions like particular, like, haha, oh my god, RuPaul, yes?
Um, I think the only one that was kind of crazy was who would you like to say goodbye to, or like which queen is going home next, and everyone thought Jules was going home,
Mm-hmm.
and that was kind of a lot. And I think Jules voted for Anya,
Well, of
and maybe
course.
this is controversial, but if it were me and I was Jules, I'd be voting for myself as well, just to get the juicy points. I know it doesn't look good for me to vote for myself, to be like, I'm going home. But come on,
Can I
you gotta
tell you
get those
something,
points.
girl?
That's what people want.
You
What?
are Lucy LaDuca.
I know.
Because she did that.
And she's smart for that. Did she not win that mini challenge?
She did, and
I
then
don't.
went home that episode.
Oh, icon. I love that. I love that for her. Wait, she went home on a makeover challenge, didn't she?
A makeover
Yeah.
challenge had this exact mini challenge.
I'm sorry. That was diabolical when she went home. Cause her face, her partner, they looked amazing. The family resemblance, no, that was ridiculous.
Well,
I'm
who should
upset.
have gone home? And
I
why?
don't know. Who was on Lucy LaDuca's season? It was Lucy LaDuca's Drag
It
Race.
was Sasha Colby.
What's crazy? I mean, oh, okay. Wait, who was I don't remember. Like those were different
I love
times.
that. Who was on Lucy LaDuca's season? It was her drag race.
It was.
It was,
When I think
fuck.
when I think
And Mistress Isabel Brooks found dead. Lux
uh
Noir London found dead. Sasha Colby found dead. Selena
Plain
Estides found dead. Amethyst found dead. Jax found dead. Robin Fierce found dead.
not you reciting the entire cast.
Poppy,
What?
Queen Poppy found dead. Sugar and Spice found dead. Malaysia, Baby Doll, Baby Doll, Baby Doll, Fox found dead. Who am I
Plasma?
forgetting? She wasn't on that season. She was on the one
Was it?
after that.
Oh.
Because she told, um.
Wait,
Oh my
is it
god, who
Tommy?
is Saphira? Because Plasma told Saphira that
Wait,
Saphira, I
what?
bet you sing bass. That's how I
Oh,
remember what season Plasma was on.
yeah. You've got a weird you know how people have memory palaces? I don't know how you remember all that, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever. The point is that it's Lucy LaDuca's season. It's her world. We're just living in
Marsha,
it.
Marsha, Marsha.
Oh, was she in that season? Well, if someone had a gun to my head and was like, "Tell
Aura
me
Mayori.
a queen from each season," I'd only be able to tell you the winner. Maybe the other, like the runner-up, but
Okay, yeah.
usually I can't tell you.
Every finale episode for a season, we have to go through and check every season and see if you can tell me the winner of every season.
Um,
We're gonna test
I
that
can tell
knowledge.
I can tell you the winner of a couple for sure.
We'll have to censor
I'm not
some of
going to
the
prove it right
names.
now, but I definitely could. Just know that.
Just know it is possible.
Hmm.
So in this episode, they do this mini challenge that I believe Anya wins. Yeah, Anya wins 10 points. Oh
Yeah.
yes. How do you feel about emotions and having them?
Emotions are fun. Emotions are good. I thought Anya Nerve's reaction in specific or in particular was very crazy. Like we saw it in the preview, like the tears streaming out down her face, her yelling, and it was a lot.
That's
They
someone who
milked that.
loves her dad.
It's so sweet.
I
A
love
lot of people
that.
love her dad, including La Roche, apparently.
And we'll get to it. Would
And
you
we
want to
have.
make over your mom or your dad on Drag Race?
I think my mom would be easier. I think they'd both not want to be on Drag Race. I think.
You think your dad would give you less enthusiasm towards the performance? Who
Yeah.
would be more enthusiastic?
In another world, my dad would, but in this one, I don't think he would be.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask any of my parents.
They wouldn't do it.
Well,
That's
the
why
crazy part is, Mel, they would.
they would.
They would. It's television. You don't think they want to be on television for fun? They're
I don't know.
respectable enough people in front of a camera.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I would definitely agree that Anya's reaction was the most heartfelt. And we heard that Lexi had a little family drama like earlier on in the season. So to see her mom here, is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was really sweet. She mentioned that they have sort of a rocky relationship, and we saw in this episode her mom using like the correct pronouns with her, which she apparently
Does for the first
hasn't
time
done.
here.
Yeah, so it was really sweet for Alexi to be like, "Oh my God, she called me her." It's very must be really validating for her. So that's so sweet.
They should have called Susie's dad. Could you imagine Suzie names herself after her mom? Susie's mom's name is Suzie, and Susie's mom's maiden name is Toot. So Suzie Toot named herself after her mom, Suzie Toot. Um, could you imagine if they called her dad instead?
I mean, it was really sweet. I can't believe that's the Susan Toot herself is came came to represent
The
Drag Race.
Suzanne Toot herself, was very
Yeah.
subdued for what Suzie Toot is.
Yeah, well, I don't blame her. She was mentioning in the episode that she can't wear heels, she doesn't have much energy, and she felt kind of bad because she just wasn't sure if she could live up to what Susie wanted her to
Mm-hmm.
do. And then we see a moment where Susie's just wrapping her mom's head in tape, and I'm just like, holy, this poor lady. She
Mm-hmm.
can't do this right now. And I
Um,
thought you were trying to make her comfortable, Susie. Why are you doing that to her?
Nothing comfortable with the way she was getting wrapped in the head. Oh, there it is.
Oh, oh my God.
I love though that as soon as Susie's mom Suzie sits down, Susie's mom's son says, uh, "Well, I'm gonna get you a jacket," and then Susie's mom's son goes and gets a piece of carpet off the floor and puts it on her and says, "Here you go."
Yeah, she gets like a piece of fabric. It's like, yeah, here's your sweater.
Here's your sweater, by the way. And you can see here it wasn't enough because they put another piece of fabric on her with fur.
Insane.
But she's wrapped from the head down.
Gosh. And then Sam Stars with her
Pageant mom.
mom, Leslie. And I thought that was really cute too, because I had a moment earlier where Sam's mom always goes to the bar with them and watches her drag shows, and she's kind of like the the mom in the bar. So people who don't have supporting family members always come up to her and they're like, "Oh my God, you're like my drag mom." And I thought that was really sweet to have such a supportive mom for not just Sam but everyone at the bar. That's so
Such a
cute.
supporting presence.
I love that.
So now my obligatory, I have to ask you this question every time. Would you love your
Mhm.
gay child?
Why do you always ask me that? Of course I
Well, I
would.
just want to make sure.
Of course I would.
That's the right answer.
As long as they're on Drag Race. Making me money for it? Otherwise, deceased.
And actually, I take it back. That's the right answer.
As long as I can profit?
You better
Oh, that's
become a drag mother. But you don't do drag, you just force your children to go on Drag Race.
messed up.
Come on, Factory. That's like me and Mr. Nobody when we adopt 17-year-olds so that we only have to raise them for a year. We just make them really good at drag to go into Drag Race. Oh, that's incredible. Okay. So, Any drama here? They really just talk. Oh, do we want to talk about Five Banks?
Uh, oh, Anya Nerve's dad apparently has robbed 5 banks, and I was like, how do you rob 5 banks? Is it like you rob a bank, you go to jail, you get out of jail, you rob another bank, you do that 3 more times, or is it that you rob like 2 banks, you go to jail, you come back out, you rob three? Like, what is the story of what? Like, how do you rob 5 banks? How many at a
Probably
time?
robbed 5 banks and then went to jail for robbing
All
five
five?
banks.
How would
Yeah.
you get away with doing 5 in a row?
You've played GTA, not all the way through, but enough.
I robbed 1 bank at a time.
Yeah, but you haven't been caught yet.
True. So on his dad is just playing GTA in real life. He gets the end of GTA 5, then he gets arrested. Is that what? Is that what the theory is?
And instead of doing something crazy in LA, he loves his son and supports his career.
Yeah. I
How
love I
GTA should
love
have gone.
I love Anya Nerve's dad. His lore is just immaculate.
So thick and rich, kind of like Anya Nerve's dad. Everybody
Wow.
wants a piece. Okay, how do you feel about Jewel Sparkles' dad's?
This was really sweet too. Apparently, he took Jules to her first drag show. So you have like a super supportive parent, and I think RuPaul was very touched throughout this episode because I don't know what his relationship was with his parents. Probably not a great one,
I mean, I
but
think it was probably like RuPaul's Mom Paul would be like, go out there and gather us some berries. We're gonna starve. You know, you're too girly to hunt with the rest of the men, so you gotta go gather with us gatherers.
there's some berries.
Go out there, gather some berries, take that chemise, that saber tooth skin chemise, put that shit on, put your skirt on, put your wig on, prehistoric wig, of course, with a bone in it, and go pick some berries, girl. We don't have all day. I think that's what RuPaul's childhood was like. No?
+2 for RuPaul's old joke.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love an Alexis Michelle thank you moment.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So, yes, it was. Oh, the lore. It's the lore is dark sometimes. I don't know if we should get into it, but um, they could touch on Jules losing a sibling and getting very depressed from it. And that sort of leads into Jules' dad taking her to go to the bar because the club was right across from where he worked.
Hmm.
I don't know if you said that already.
No, I don't think I did, but it's really sweet. It shows how supportive they are for them just to take them to the first drag show. It's wild. Not many parents would do that, so.
No, not many would. A lot of people would be scared.
Mhm.
Any other moms we haven't talked about? This is crazy. Mickey
Yeah,
Mouse?
I don't know what the vision is here, Suzie. I don't know what's happening.
But we'll get into why it's the best thing that's ever been on the runway, according to La Roche. This was the touching moment, of course, when Lexi and her mother. Sorry, when I get emotional, I get burps. Really start to connect, you know?
Yeah, that was really sweet. One other thing that Lexi did in this episode is she had a breakthrough where she was like, why am I so scared of CC2? And it's her breakthrough was that she thinks that Susie 2 is kind of like Lexi in a different universe when she did theater but didn't like get into drugs. And like she's imagining Susie 2 as like her alter ego who had taken a different path in life, and that's why she feels so like pressed about Susie, which is like a very like interesting like revelation.
Which love a doechii reference. Alter ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. which is crazy. But she said at the end of it, I need to be nicer to Suzie Toot. So if that actually
Uh-huh.
happens, breakthrough. It's what's crazy. I thought when we were like watching the Untucked,
Mhm.
these people have been locked up in this place for who knows how many months. Have just had one interaction with someone they truly really really have a deep connection with. Some more than others, but some managed to make their connection stronger during this visit. And now they've just in that Untucked, that those last moments they had together before like they got like shipped off away. That was crazy. Because I know they didn't see them again after they were done. Like, after they left that room, the parents were gone to the contestants.
It's
Spooky.
true.
That is, they recorded their last goodbyes together, and it felt awful to watch. Oh, and the shaving of the beard was iconic.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't imagine having a beard and then shaving it, like not really knowing what you look like under it, like having a beard for so long and then shaving it off. Definitely a bit brave.
That's what I look like without my beard. Body and all. Body tea. Pussy good. Uh. You know what? If you can't swear on YouTube, then I'm uploading everything to Pornhub. Please
I don't think we're gonna
like,
get any
comment
views
on my.
there.
What do you
I don't think we're
mean?
gonna
What do
get
you
any views.
mean? What do you mean? We'll get probably equal amount of views we get on YouTube.
Maybe if you stop wearing pants for the episode, then they might tune
Who
in.
says I
But
started? Moving on. This was crazy to me, but we can't talk about it because it's peak fashion.
apparently,
This is peak. Like, this is peak fashion. Also,
maybe
Samstar having 7,000 different styled cowboy hats is,
I
pretty
can't.
her.
I can't with that either.
The girls are reading each other. Oh, and this is where Suzie sort of like wishes that her mom was more active in her gay life.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like it's still great that Susie's mom came out to like support her. But I
Mm-hmm.
guess it feels bad to see moms like Sam Starrzz who are even more involved in their drag career. And she can't help but feel sad about it, which I
Mm-hmm.
get.
Because she feels like she's not given the same opportunity, the same kind of mom.
Mhm.
Okay, you want to talk about this?
I mean, I loved it when she was walking up, but then she's just standing there and she looks so
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. And she's so stiff. Just sit down, girls,
God, you
please.
can tell like this shit is made of metal and not fabric.
She's dying in there. It feels
Mm-hmm.
so bad. It hurts to look at. But when she was walking up, I was like, look at that. High boots, a little bit of skin showing. It's a nice look.
And let
It just made,
RuPaul wear sweatpants.
it just yeah, someone needs to uncinch her, take the boots off, just go back in her chair.
She's not the same age she was when this shit started, okay? Sometimes when she sits down, it cannot be in a corset.
No.
Sometimes
I mean,
corsets are only for standing.
even at my age, I don't think that'd be comfortable for me. So I can't even imagine how she's feeling.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's the queen of drag.
The queen of drag.
Drag queen.
Queen.
Queen. How do you feel about La Roche's look?
Um, next question.
Okay. We'll go back to Michelle Visage's look.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. Should I get
I
a
saw a
tattoo like
post on
that?
kind of cute.
Underneath my titties?
Mhm. I saw a post today on Reddit, and they were like, "I just realized that Michelle Visage isn't a drag queen, and that she's a like cisgender woman." And
Don't get. Oh, yeah, sorry, continue.
they were like, "I thought this because in the earlier seasons they'd always joke that Michelle's a man, and I just thought that was real." And I was
That's
like, "This is the best post I've
incredible.
seen this entire week."
I was gonna say
Like,
don't fall for that because that's a robot that comes around every so often, but no, that's really funny.
And then someone else said they thought that RuPaul out of drag and in a drag were different people, and didn't really make the connection until like the next season they watched. I
You,
just got
I've
that.
I've
Wow.
heard that comment from people who watch international seasons.
Mhm.
They can't tell that the host is out of drag. I'm like, that's Mama Pow.
That's all. Oh, I miss
Continuing
Mama
on.
Pao.
I miss her every day. Every night I go to sleep and I wake up. Okay, you know what time it is.
Runway.
Bring it
Bring
to
the
the
runway.
runway.
Bring
Run,
it the
run,
runway.
run, run away. Don't run, run, run away. This shit is not in order. Do not worry though. And I bet this shit barely fits in the border. Yes, it barely fits in the border.
Woo, woo.
So how do you feel? I hated it. I
I
mean,
mean,
it's like if Monsters Inc. met uh Gigi Good's a makeover design look where it was just like a big it was literally this, but it was Cruella de Vil, one was black, one was white, you know, white with black spots, black with white spots, you know the drill. And they just had like bobs and a hat as opposed to this. So honestly, if we were putting a tier list, I would put Gigi Good's look and I would put this look like slightly behind it, slightly here, depending on how you do your leaderboards at home.
hmm. Yeah, I agree. This wasn't the best look. I mean, so one of the judges called it lazy, which is kind of a harsh critique. I don't know if I would call it lazy, but it,
you wouldn't call us lazy?
I don't know. Like, it could just be like a comfort thing. Maybe the dad wasn't comfortable being tucked or like being cinched or something like that. Maybe that's an explanation, or maybe like they have a size difference, so it was hard for Jules to make something larger than her body for her dad. I don't know what could have happened. There probably is an explanation. But aside from that, I don't love the look. I think it's definitely cute colors, but the silhouette's kind of eh. And the family resemblance I can see though.
Okay, I'm gonna
But
say this because I think in the spirit of a makeover challenge, I feel like they always work better when it is someone who is close to you, who, um, well, I don't know because they had, uh, I'm thinking All Stars 4 when they had Monet's partner Patty, not partner but like assistant come in. They were friends
mhm.
and well they are friends and they did it and they were like, you know, pretty in the top for that challenge because they were like, you know, able-bodied people, I suppose would be the term for it. Whereas Latrice's husband, when they did that performance, had like a more difficult time, and that struggled him to be in the bottom. So similar to here, where the people are like not spry, it's like
Mhm.
difficult to do drag. Which I think is why
Yeah.
we got the outcome we got. You know, that's all I'll say.
Mhm. I think her dad definitely tried. I don't think it was a. I don't think the performance was lazy. They
Mm-mm.
looked good. Could
Mm-hmm.
have looked better, but
There was energy.
yeah, there's definitely effort. But overall, I'm gonna leave it on my plate. I don't hate it enough to send it back, but not my favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on my plate too. I was gonna send it back, but I realized it is family resemblance.
Yeah. I mean, is it even fair to do a family resemblance category when they literally are family? Like, how hard? You'd really have to fuck it up for you not to
Well,
look like your dad, right?
we're about to see. Next up, we have.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have to click it. Uh, perfect.
I love that photo.
It's a really good photo of them. They're gonna frame that. Like all these photos are gonna frame. These are like exceptional photos to have.
Also, come on, there's definitely family resemblance here. I think Michelle was
Smoking.
smoking crack when she said that.
I wasn't gonna go that far. Okay,
Yeah,
schedule one.
sorry.
Okay, schedule one.
Sorry, bleep that, bleep that.
I'm not gonna bleep that. You know the amount of editing that
No,
would require me to
no.
do.
We're not editing this. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
But
Stand by
like
what you
it was
said.
no, it's crazy for her to say there's no family resemblance. Look at their faces. You telling
Look
me
at
that
half
doesn't
of
look
each
like
of their faces. You could put them together.
look at you're telling me that they don't look like each other? Look at their noses.
They do
Look
really
at
look like each other.
they yeah, you can definitely tell they're related. So, I mean, maybe if they had added a bang for her mom as well,
But
maybe it would have.
sometimes you have bangs and your mom doesn't have bangs.
I know, but like maybe to cover up her forehead more, maybe it looks a bit different because there's bang and no bang. But I think if we had the bang on, they'd look like
Identical twins.
identical, like really.
I think
But
so too.
whatever. Michelle's just wrong in my opinion about that,
I'm eating
and
this.
I love their looks. I'm eating it too.
I do agree that Michelle is wrong party. Next up, we have Anya Nurve. We didn't say their names.
Oh,
So Jules Sparkles and
the the chicha, sell something spark something some
the
chicha. The
Chicha
S sparkles.
Sparkles.
I think it means sausage.
I think I believe that.
How does
Uh,
that? What does that name even mean? Like jewel sparkles and sausage sparkles? Why? Why not like ruby sparkles? Is that too basic? I guess.
Jewel Sparkles, Sapphire Sparkles, Jewel Sparkles,
Yeah.
Emerald Sparkles,
Yeah. I don't know.
Sausage Sparkles.
And then I don't know what their names are here.
I think one of them is Lexi Love,
Yeah,
and
that's
is like the
true.
other one Mommy Love or something.
I don't know. I
I
guess we'll never know.
guess we'll never know. Um, this is Anya Nerve and
None of your
Nita
business.
and None Your Business. She should have been a nun.
That would have been cute.
If they were both nuns, the sister act. Well, I think they look definitely, and I see them with my eyeballs. I don't even
I
know.
I
Sorry.
like this, but I'm just thinking about the names. I wish they would have kept like Nerve and just made it like hmm, something like a play on your last nerve or like getting on your nerve. Something
What are
with
some
that.
phrases
Like
that use nerve?
no clue. Because I feel like none of your business is good, but it's a bit too different.
On your nerve, none your nerve. This is hi guys. Welcome to the party episode where we try and come up with a better drag name for Anya Nerve's dad. If you have a better
Yeah,
drag name for Anya Nerve's dad, leave it in the comment section below. This segment is going to
yeah.
take us another 15 minutes of complete silence as we stare off into the ether and think of names that we think are slightly funny.
Yeah, I'm here saying I don't like the name, but I can't come up with a better one. Oh,
We need your help. Can you look into our backpack and pull out the good idea for the name? Sorry, I have Dora Explorer syndrome. I don't like these looks.
no. Yeah, me neither. I don't know what she was really going for here. They look like dolls, kind of. Like I see the family resemblance, but I don't like the green eyeshadow. Or
Green in
like
front
maybe
of
her,
Michelle?
yeah. I think it's harder to see the eyeliner on the green, and like their eye shapes look a bit different.
Is it supposed to be like Elphaba and Glinda?
I don't know. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
This is the
She
year
didn't
of the
say that.
Wicked. She didn't, but that's what it's giving, right? Blonde pink girl with green haired
Hmm.
green girl.
Interesting. Yeah.
I wish her name was Rob Herta Banks.
Roberta.
Rob Herta Banks. Roberta Banks. Ugh. But unfortunately, I'll be leaving this look on my plate. Is this not lastly? Half of Sam Star and the rest of Sam Star's mother is here. What's Sam Star's mother's names?
I think it was Sassy Star, Sam Star, and Sassy Star.
I like that. That's cute.
Yeah, they were cute.
That's
Is this the one where she?
alliteration.
Is this the one where she turned around and she had a big ass, or was that Lexi's mom?
Oh, she had a big ass, but like
That was crazy.
positive slash body positive slash thick, you know?
Yeah, I like this look. I mean,
This hat is crazy.
I don't love the cowboy aesthetic, or the cowgirl aesthetic, I guess. But that's kind of just Sam's drag. And I can't just be like, I hate Sam's drag. I don't. But that was good. Family resemblance is there.
For every helmet Gigi Good brought to Drag Race, Sam Star has a cowboy hat styled differently.
Hmm.
And I think that's frightening. I don't like it.
No,
Well, I don't like
I,
cowboys. It's not my
I'm
aesthetic.
eating it. I'm a cow. I like cowboys.
You were gonna say I'm a cowgirl?
I'm not a cowgirl. I like cowboys though. Red Dead
Okay.
Redemption.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. But yeah, I'm still gonna eat it. I think it was my favorite look of the night is probably Lexi and her mom. But this
Mm-hmm.
is probably my second favorite.
I agree with that. I see family resemblance. I just You know what? I just realized if I knock this, it really hurts my chances with the actual living cowboy community. Like alive cowboys that exist and how they look at me. So I love cowboys.
I
Cowboys are
love
my
this.
favorite thing. I love this drink. I'm eating this. I love cowboys. That's my favorite aesthetic. Something about a cowboy hat on top of a head is just darnly tootly good for me.
Interesting, interesting. He sold out, everybody. He sold out.
Hey, you can't say that. You can't say that. We gotta move on. Okay.
Oh god, we have to move on from this too.
What? I thought you loved
This is
Susie too.
fashion.
This is
This is
fashion.
fashion.
This is fashion. What did La Roche say what this was an inspiration to? Something French?
Who knows? Who cares?
It's fashion.
But let me just say that Suzanne too, her mother, she ate this. She ate her up in this portrait. Let me
Like,
just say that.
mm-hmm. And you know why? I'm looking at
Why?
it. Her mom has a darker lip on than her.
Oh,
Why
that's
is their
true.
makeup completely exact except their lips?
Tell them apart.
I could tell them apart. One of their
The
curlicues
make
goes one way and the other curlicue goes the other way.
I don't know. The point isn't to make them identical. It's to make them look similar where they could be related. So I guess she wanted to avoid the oh you guys look exactly the same that kind of critique, which I think they've gotten before or other seasons.
Yes, I agree. But also her mom having the black lipstick is why she looks better than Susie here.
That could be responding to another critique where it's like you look better than your makeup partner. You gotta lift them up too.
Mhm. True.
So I don't know.
So she's trying to downplay herself.
I
Painting the ears black was really funny because originally I thought the headpiece was gonna cover it, but they turn around the side and it's fully their ear.
it would be really funny if they just left it their regular skin color. You just see it. So like good foresight on Susie Toots part. I think I would have done this whole thing and put it on and been like, oh shit, I forgot to paint my ears. I
Mhm.
100% would do that. But
I would do a headband,
mm,
like a black headband that goes over my ears.
that's true. But then you might be able to see it underneath though if you turn.
Well, I'd also be wearing like a black bald cap. Like surely they're wearing like a bald cap behind that, right? I don't
Oh.
actually remember what the back of their heads look like. They were very careful not to show us the back of their heads. Did you notice that? Very interesting. What are you hiding back
They
there, Susie Toot? Or should I say that one professor from Harry Potter, Professor Quigley or whatever his name is?
really
Is it
Quirrell,
Quigley? Quirrell.
you're close.
Thank
Not really, but
you.
I'll give you points.
I got a Quig. Is it Quirly? Quigley?
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Wow. Wow. Okay, squirrel.
I don't understand how this is fashion though. They look like they broke out of prison. Like a fashionable prison, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why are they mini? Why do they have? What's happening here?
I don't.
Like, I'll leave it on my plate, but I just don't understand.
She was like, "This is a reference to like Queen of Hearts," and I'm like, "Queen of Hearts was red."
I have no clue. I
And
don't know
like
what
I see it in the makeup,
goes
you know, you
on.
have the heart. Like she's trying to do a more intentionally heart-shaped lip. I don't know if this is necessarily the Queen of Hearts is my ideal. Like I don't think this is the Queen of Hearts. Where are the hearts on the rest of the outfit? Why is it just one big heart on your head? Your buttons aren't hearts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it on my plate.
I'm gonna leave it on my plate too. And La Roche, you can have the leftovers. And finally, that's actually it.
Oh. Yeah, we only have 5 girls now.
Damn.
Was that quick?
Hold on. Hold on.
What?
We actually got one last submission.
Oh god. Report. Oh my god.
What's wrong?
That's on your nerve stepmom.
That's Anya Nerve's new stepmom. Dad and
Wow,
stepmom.
I'm eating this. Protect queer art, guys.
Protect queer art. Let's
This
get
this
the. Yeah, hold
this
on.
is what Megami wanted. This is what she meant.
I need to zoom in so we can get the credit on this post because I'm nothing if not giving credit to the people who deserve it. Can we go to the side and give these people the goddamn credit they deserve?
I think Anya Nerve posted this
Copy
herself, but
image.
then she tagged.
Ah, don't look at this. Ah, don't look at this. Actually, I don't think there's actually anything you can see. I'm just gonna copy and paste it here so we can see it. Oh, because I believe in credit. It's debug.
There we go. Cute. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out.
You know, queer art. We love it.
We love queer art. One thing about me is if I see queer art, I'm gonna get the credit and post that SHI shit. Cheat. I was.
Shit.
We need to move on. We simply must move on with today's episode.
What else is there?
Well, I guess I'm just announcing the tops and the bottoms. They're all bottoms. We find out that the winner for this. Anything Untucked happen? No.
No.
Boring ass Untucked. We find out that the winner of this week's challenge is Sam Star.
Understandable.
She joins Anya Nerve in the Four Winds Club.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we
I
didn't
would have
talk about
chosen
the lady
Lexi.
judge. Sorry. Continue.
I would have chosen Lexi for my winner of this week, but good job, Sam, as well. I think maybe just Sam's mom's enthusiasm came out more.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been, or maybe she has gotten more exposure to drag.
She knows how to act for those cameras and those drag judges.
Mm-hmm.
She's a pageant girl through and through.
Yeah.
We didn't say the guest judge's name because we don't know it.
Oh, I have it. June, Diane, Raphael. Or as
Sorry.
RuPaul said it, Raphael, or whatever he said.
It's
Something
not
like
that
completely weird.
it's not that we don't know her name, it's we don't know who she is.
Yeah. She's an actress, I believe.
Well, you can only believe.
Yeah.
I mean,
my
like, it's your belief?
Yeah.
I mean, when are we gonna see some real celebrities like Frankie Muniz? Do you know who that is?
Sam Smith isn't the real celebrity.
Sam Smith said that cat look from Suzie Toot needed to be more cunty. You would agree with that statement?
No, fair enough.
I'm with you,
She's a
internet.
celebrity, though.
I stand with you, Suzie Toot, no matter how annoying you are. I'll never let someone like you. Well, was gonna say someone of your kind, but I feel like that would have
Oh.
been way worse. Of our kind. And you know what that means. Moving on, we find out that our bottom two queens are Jewel Sparkles, and for the first time ever this season, Onya Nurve. How does that make you feel?
That's correct. I don't love the onion nervous in the bottom because everyone did a good job, I think, but just someone had to be in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree that it was Jules and Anya.
They needed someone to go home first.
Yep.
I do agree. Unfortunately, when it comes to cohesion, I didn't understand it. And when I don't understand something, I don't understand it. So, I really didn't understand it. The bottom two are Jules and Anya Nerve, and they lip sync to what song again? I swear we heard it's a Beyonce song.
No clue. I didn't write it down. I've heard it before, but I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you.
they get down on the floor and go, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, ah, what I want, ah, what you are, ah." You know, some of that.
Yep, that's what the song was.
And RuPaul says that was the most touching rendition of "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." Shantae, you both stay.
Hmm.
My
Double win last
queens,
time.
queens, wait.
It's Candy, wait.
Candy,
Double,
candy, wait.
double, double win last episode and double Shantae this episode. Is there gonna be a double elimination next episode?
I
Just
think
to
they're all
keep
gonna
us.
win the crown.
They're all gonna win. I mean, I think we're at the point now where anybody leaves, we're a bit sad.
Just a little bit though, not that much.
A little bit. Yeah.
We're only a
I
little
think
bit sad because we want to go to another season.
I think if Anya left, I'd be pretty sad and I would stop watching.
Actually,
But
true. If there was some sort
I
of split
think
surprise that like, oh, Anya Nerve's not making it to the finale, I'm like, oh, I'm not watching Drag Race anymore.
that's just really silly. If it was just for the sake of doing something shocking.
Yeah,
But the lip sync seemed pretty even, so I can't fault her for choosing to Shantae both.
yeah.
And hopefully next week isn't a double elimination, but that'd be
Crazy.
crazy if that happened.
They're teasing it. They're like, oh, did you clock that, Queens? She said at least one person is going home, and that was my Jewel Sparkles
Right.
impression.
Pretty good. At
Thank
least
you.
that's scary. That's scary. Why would more than one person go home?
I mean, if people are asking why RuPaul said the word at least when she said it there, I'm like, I don't think RuPaul thinks much when she speaks. I think that was maybe ADR'd in.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next episode. And I think that's the last episode before the finale. Hopefully.
And or maybe we get a reunion. Maybe they're trying to get 17 episodes.
I would
Wait,
love a reunion. Wait,
if
they
we,
might actually.
we would have to get 4 episodes from here to get to
No, no.
17.
No, there's no way. That's too many.
We get four. Okay, so
Um,
we get. Uh, well, okay. Okay, maybe all the eliminated queens come back to do a lip sync Lollapalooza.
no, they won't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay,
It's
then
this
we have maybe reunion. We have this the girls group challenge. That's 3, and then we have finale. That's 4 episodes.
really? Do you think they're actually gonna bring people back? For
If okay. So what I think will happen is that next episode they will do the top 5. They all do their numbers. Someone will get eliminated. Next episode will happen. It'll be a lip sync Lollapalooza. But I don't know how. I don't know if we're gonna get like another episode separate. Because if they do a reunion, they might either not do it at all or squish it with the lip sync Lollapalooza, like they did last
yeah.
season.
No clue. I'm ready for the season to end soon though. I don't want them to drag it out.
Yeah, I'm ready to
I
see
think
the
if
winner of Drag Race season 18.
I think ideally my want is one more episode of the girl group,
Mhm.
then reunion, then finale.
3
I think
episodes.
that's a perfect amount.
Hmm.
maybe one more. You can milk it for one more, but anything beyond that is too much.
So 17 episodes is like what I said.
Fine. I would prefer to keep it to 16.
Okay, keeping a nice even 16 for season 17.
But if they must, they can add one more episode.
I'm glad you're giving them permission.
Yep, I'll approve it. Budget approved.
Budget approved. So that is the end of our episode here today. Can I get an
Wow.
MA?
MA.
Can I get a gay man?
Gay man.
I guess we'll see you guys next week with another episode of Unqualified Review.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye-bye.